guys, and welcome to my channel. So today I'm going to be doing my January holy grails and huge fails of the month. And am I excited to do this month? We're going to start with my favorites of the month, my holy grails of this month. One of my big ones is this one right here. This is my nephew. He's super cute. I think we all think so. I'm holding him because he wanted to be held, and how can you say no to this face? Like, how could you? So I have a whole bunch of faves of the month. One of which is the Total Temptations by Maybelline. This I am doing a whole review on. I've been messing with the eyeshadows, and that'll be coming up, I believe, next week. So make sure you subscribe so you can see that video. But what I'm going to mention in this is actually this gold highlight shade. It is very similar to the Maybelline Master Chrome shade right here. It's kind of similar in color, but this one is a lot darker. The Master Chrome is a lot darker. So I find that this gold shade in this palette is a little bit more my skin tone. It fits my skin tone well. It adds a nice sheen. It is a little bit sparkly, but I don't think it's so bad that I can't wear it. It actually puts a nice amount of sparkle on my lid. So here is a swatch of that one. I don't even know if you're going to be able... Oh, yeah. You can kind of see it right there. It's very pretty. It works really well with my skin tone. So if you're on the fair side to medium side, I think this will work great. It's not a crazy overpowering color. Not super, super intense. But it is just what I need to get the job done. I don't like super intense highlights. But this one, I think you could build it up if you wanted to. The other thing I want to mention for this month is the Too Faced Sweethearts Perfect Flush Blush. Now this, in my opinion, is amazing. This is in Peach Beach. I know this is an older product, and some of these products will be older. I've kind of re-went through some of my stuff to see what I like and what I don't like. This is one that I do like. It has a really nice color on my cheeks, but it also has like a nice glitter topper, almost to the point where I could wear it as just, you know, blush and a highlight instead of adding a highlight. That is what I end up doing most of the time, is I'll just put this instead, because it does add that nice highlight color without it being overpowering. It looks very pretty on my skin. Lipstick of the month. I have used this several times in my videos. It is the Color Riche Balm by L'Oreal. This is a nude color. It adds, I'm wearing it on my lips right now, actually. It just adds such a nice, you know, sheen. It adds a nice moisturizer, all that stuff on my lips. I love it. It's just easy for me to use. Another thing I've been loving this month is these chokers from Target. I'm missing two of them. Here's another one. And I don't know what happened to the other one. It's somewhere in my house, somewhere. But I've been wearing these like crazy. I feel like they add just enough look to everything. But these work great. They look great on me. They're fun. I feel like I'm stylish for once in my life. Probably still in behind trend, but you know, it is what it is. Another thing is the Target earrings. These are 18 packs. These don't irritate my ears. They are super cute. Like, look at these. I have several. I have like the ones in my ears right now, and then I have like two other ones that are out right now. But they're just easy to grab. There's so many of them, and they're only like 13 bucks for 18 of them. So can you really go wrong with that? No. And I have really sensitive ears, and these haven't been an issue. So those are great too. Of course, my go-to eyeshadow of the month has been the Jaclyn Hill palette. Anytime I'm not on camera, I am always grabbing that. It is my thing to go to. I enjoy doing my makeup every single day when I'm using that. It is blends so nicely. It just looks so pretty. It's my colors, like the colors I love. But if you guys haven't tried that palette and you've been at all interested, you really need to. I mean, even if you're not a huge fan of Jaclyn Hill, I mean, I like Jaclyn Hill, but, you know, even if you're not a huge fan of her, I still say you should check out the palette, because I I love this. It is to the point where if I ran out of certain colors, I would go rebuy this. I don't know if I've ever had a palette in my life that I could honestly say, I'm going to go rebuy that if I run out. I don't think I've ever had one because it could be easily replaced. This Jaclyn Hill palette, I don't know. I know it's older. I know I've had it for a while. It's just my one that I go to every single time because it's so pretty. It can have a variety of looks. I probably can make 10, 15 looks out of it and it'd be different. You know, it is so pretty. Those pops of colors in the bottom, those are pretty. Another thing that I have been loving this month is the Maybelline Matte and Poreless. This is the Fit Me foundation. This is what I'm wearing on my skin right now. It makes my pores look so much smaller, but it also has pretty great coverage. It looks really nice. And I'll also have a review coming up on this on Friday. It's a 3-day wear test, and I also put it up against 10 different types of tests. It was really fun to make, so I hope you guys will watch that. So again, subscribe and then you'll see it. Another thing I've been loving this month is the Tarte Friction Stick. So I got the Tarte Shape Tape Foundation, and I got free shipping if I spent over $50. So I just went ahead and bought a little skincare set. I'll insert the picture of the skincare set because I hated the face wash to the point where I threw that away, the bag away, everything. This was the only thing that I liked out of it. But this was great. Now the face wash was a no-go. It smelled so bad. It was so bad. I'm usually not very sensitive to smells, but this one just smelled awful. I just couldn't get over this. I don't even know how to explain it. It just smelled like burnt seaweed or something. I don't know. It just was bad. This one really doesn't have a smell. Maybe a little bit of like an alcohol-y smell, but not to the point where like it's very, very faint. Yeah. But all this is a little stick, and then you just glide it on your face. So you just glide it on your face, you rub it in, and then it's got like little exfoliating beads in there, and when you rub it in, it's really good for trying to take off your makeup, for exfoliating your face. I mean, I usually take off my makeup beforehand, but like any residue that's on there, I just like put it on and then I'll scrub it in, and it cleans my face so well, and I love it. The last thing I'm going to mention, the last thing I'm going to mention in the skincare realm is another sample, because I like to buy samples. I don't like buying full-size products because even though I might like it initially, that doesn't necessarily mean that I'm going to like it long term. So if I can find something in a sample size, I'm going to do it. Unless it's drugstore, of course, because if I spend $10 at a drugstore, I'm not mad. But for skincare, hair stuff, you know, even makeup from the high-end stores, would rather, you know, get samples so I can try it and legit try it out before I buy a full size. That just goes for everything because I have a tendency to change my mind a lot. I don't always like the same products. I like to be adventurous with products. So sample sizes are the way to go. This was in the Sephora Beauty Insider box. This is the Boscia Charcoal Pore Putty. And what you do, see it's got like a little white and black. I've used it. You just take a little bit of this when your face is clean, and you just put it where you have large pores. Now for me, my large pores kind of sit right here. I don't have terrible pores up here, but I always put it up there as well. But mostly you stick it right here. You leave it on for 15 to 20 minutes. And I am telling you, it just completely eliminates your pores. I mean, not to the point, like you still have pores, of course, but it does shrink them pretty noticeably. I noticed when I would use this, it would last throughout the day. Like the pores would be minimized throughout the day. Of course, by the time I washed my face at night, it had started to show up a little bit more, but it had shrunk it throughout the whole day. I've been using this a few more times, and my pores have been getting smaller. And so it is pretty cool that this is working for that, and I really, really enjoy that. And lastly is going to be my go-to perfume. Like I said, I like sample sizes. I don't like buying full bottles of perfume because my smells change all the time. I like different smells every different day. So, but the one I've been reaching for the most, and as you can tell, it's like pretty much empty at this point, is the Jimmy Choo Illicit perfume. It smells so good. I don't even know how I would describe it. I don't even know. I'm so bad at smelling or like explaining scents. I would say it has got kind of a musky floral sweetness. I don't even know, but it smells so good, and I love this. I wear it all the time. On me, it smells a little bit different than it does in the bottle. It doesn't smell so musky. It smells more sweet, kind of like, on me it smells more citrusy, but like in the bottle it doesn't smell very citrusy. It smells like florally. Yeah, but on me it smells very much like maybe a grapefruit, like mixed with I don't know, a flower? I don't even know how to describe this. I'm so bad at this. But it smells so good. You guys should go check it out. If you happen to see it, just smell it. Because it does smell good. Spray it on yourself though, because in the bottle it does not smell nearly as good as on, or at least in my case it doesn't smell nearly as good as on. So I want to name my favorite YouTubers of the month every month. I probably won't name every single one of them. It's just going to be the ones that I have been going to this month. This month I have been trying to find a whole bunch of small YouTubers, and I don't want to name a whole bunch of names until I've really gotten a feel for their channels. There is one in particular that I do enjoy quite a bit, and I'll name that one in a little bit. But we're just going to start with like the basics, the ones that I've been, you know, clicking on their videos quite often, or some that might be kind of new. This month, and Jay Kissa, Jamie Page, Raw Beauty Christie, Rach Loves, Allie Glines, Jessica Braun. I don't know, I have a whole bunch, but those are like my go-tos usually because I trust their reviews. Especially Jamie Page for some reason. Like, I just feel like she's very personable. And Raw Beauty Christie, she just makes me laugh. They all are very personable. But one person I would like to mention is Mickey Makeup Chef. If you haven't checked out her channel, you need to. I'm going to probably say her a few times because I just filmed another video right before this where she had given me some ideas on a video. So, you know, she's a really great influencer with this. If you haven't checked her out, you need to, because she's very sweet. She has really great content, including like recipes. Like, she'll make recipes and then she'll like recreate looks with it, and then she's got first impressions. She's got all sorts of stuff. You just need to check it out. I'll link it below. She's so much fun to watch, and she's very creative. So those are my favorite YouTubers of this month. And my forget it's of this month. This was an interesting month for me. And actually, I'm pissed about one of these products. I'm just going to start with it because I am livid about this product. I did a review on this, and so if you haven't checked it out, you need to. So, my forget it's. It was an interesting month. It wasn't that bad with the forget it's, but I have one item that I'm holding in my hands right now that was my absolute... I am livid about this product. I think a lot of people are. If you've tried it, tell me if you have been upset about this. My biggest fail by far this month is the Tarte Shape Tape Foundation. Not only because of the shade range, because we all know that shade range sucked, but also because of the formula. This sucks so bad. I did a whole review on this, a 3-day wear test on it. It was awful. It was so bad. Okay, so the first day I was pretty excited, like when I tried it out. And I think part of it was that I was hoping that it was going to be good. It worked fine for the first day. I also didn't wear it for that long. It was like 8 hours. It looked okay the first day. Second day and third day. I would always wash my face at night. I would take off my makeup, I would wash my face, and I would do the same thing. Nothing was new. But when I would wake up in the morning, I looked like a grease ball. To the point where like everything around my... I mean, it was just so greasy. And I don't understand because I'm usually pretty combination skin. I have some, you know, drier spots throughout here. And then I'm greasy-ish. Like, so I get oily-ish in these areas. Not all the time. It happens occasionally. But I'm usually more on the dry side than the oily. I am telling you, this looked like my skin when I was going through puberty. It was so bad. Like, I just looked like I was oily. It broke. I got a few breakouts from it. Nothing had changed. I had been using the same foundations, the same powders, the same everything. I had broken out. I had gotten 2 or 3 zits from just using this for 3 days. I will not do it. I will not use this again. I am really upset with this. The foundation sucks. It's just awful. I can't even, I don't know for the matte formula, but the hydrating formula is just pure garbage. I'm pretty mad that I spent $39 on this. I have drugstore foundations that I love so much more that were less expensive. Like I mentioned, the matte and poreless one. This made my face look really nice. This made me look like I had crater face because it looked like it would seriously sit inside of my pores to the point where it would look like I had gigantic pores all over my face. In the video, it didn't. I mean, in person, I think it bothered me more. And of course, since it was me, I felt self-conscious. But even my husband would sit there and he'd be like, "What are you doing to your face? It doesn't look so good." I'm not trying to be mean, but I don't think you should use that foundation again. And he said that 3 different times. I didn't tell him I was wearing this foundation. I didn't say anything. I would ask him sometimes, "Hey, what do you think of my foundation?" And the only thing he would say is, "I'm sorry, but you've had better foundation days." And I'm like, okay, so it's not just me. There's other people around me that thought it looked bad as well. Oh, are you giving kisses? No kisses. But there was other people around me that thought it looked just as bad as I did. Of course, I was trying to commit to the 3-day wear test. I was pissed all 3 days though. I was so mad because like my skin looked so bad no matter what I did. I even would like try to do smoky eyes, all sorts of stuff to try to like distract, but then all it did was make me look like I was cakey. The other thing that upset me about this is it says that it's supposed to be like medium to full coverage. I would say it has to be light to medium coverage, if that. It does not give great coverage. If you are going to be in the Shape Tape line, don't you think that it should be full coverage? I don't know. I think it was a waste of time for a lot of people. Like, why would you even market this in the Shape Tape range? I just don't get it. It's not even the same. And why would you put out only 15 shades? Why wouldn't... I'm just not, because I have been so upset for like a few days now just because of this one product. Shouldn't be like that, but this has made me so mad. I'm actually thinking about going ahead and returning it because I am that upset with it. I just can't. I'm really upset I bought it in the first place. I bought it on a whim. I was hoping that it was going to be just as great as Shape Tape. The other thing I did not love this month was the e.l.f. Beauty Blender. This came in a set of 3. It has like small, medium, and large. This is the large one. It's just very dense. It's not awful by any means, and you can use it, but it soaks up a lot of product. Now, I don't know if I think it soaks up a lot because of the white color, so it just automatically looks like it soaks up more product. But, you know, it wasn't one of my favorites this month. And the last thing for the makeup section is going to be the Kat Von D Lovesick Liquid Lipstick. Now, this isn't awful, but it's very flaky. I can't speak for all the colors. This is just the one color I have. This color I was not a fan of. It is a little bit, it's very pinky. It doesn't look bad, like the color-wise. It actually is a pretty nice color. It's right there. It's a pretty nice color, but the problem is like when you stick it on, it kind of goes on a little bit streaky. And then on top of it, it gets cakey really, really fast. So it sits very heavily on your lips, and then it starts to peel off. Not my favorite liquid lipstick formulation. That's fine. It's a personal preference, but yes, that is my January Holy Grails and huge fails. I hope you guys enjoyed it, and if you did, please give it a thumbs up, and please subscribe, and I hope to see you guys in my next video. Bye!